everyone, my name is Catherine and welcome to this episode of What's Next in Marketing Interview Series for 2025. The programmatic advertising landscape is evolving rapidly with advancements in AI, attribution, and cross-channel insights. The future holds immense opportunities for brands to connect with audiences in new and impactful ways. And today we have Liam McCartan, APAC VP of Sales at StackAdapt, here to share his insights on navigating this dynamic environment and staying ahead in 2025. Welcome, Liam. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Lovely to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. And we're excited that we're bringing in an expert whose team actually won silver for Best Ad Tech Platform in the Marketing Technology Awards 2024 last year. So congratulations on that as well. To start, Liam, how is StackAdapt helping clients consolidate performance data across multiple channels for better decision-making?
One of the things that we focus on to the product level is making data-driven or allowing our partners to make data-driven decisions with ease. What's really important and beyond measurement itself is there's much more of an increase in how AI is being placed and ultimately revolutionizing how brands make decisions, how they target audiences and how campaigns perform. And that's something that's the root of our product as well.
Right, Liam. Speaking of AI, it's become central to programmatic advertising. So how does AI enhance performance for StackAdapt?
Artificial intelligence is the foundation of our platform. It's the root of what we do. We've invested heavily in teams and engineering resource to innovate here. AI is ultimately at the foundation of our platform, and our investments in data science and engineering have really driven innovation in three areas: decision-making, targeting, and campaign performance. So from a decision-making perspective, we really focus on real-time bidding analysis, particularly around bid stream data, to ensure that the right impressions are aligned to the right campaign goals, and ultimately our partners get the most out of their ad budgets. The second area is targeting. We've built tools like Page Context AI that deliver highly personalized ad placements, leveraging audience browsing behavior to deliver those objectives. And then the third one, which I think is table stakes and critical, is performance. So our algorithms dynamically optimize campaign towards specific campaign objectives in a weighted manner, ultimately delivering maximum impact. And for us, that's going to be really critical and an area that we're going to continue to invest in time over time to improve in these three areas.
Right, and we've talked about AI as your foundation, but what do you think will be the most impactful use cases for AI in programmatic advertising in 2025, and how does it create a competitive edge for brands?
Yeah, no, I think so. It's as I mentioned, a huge topic, and I think we'll continue to see huge change across the programmatic space, particularly in this year and years to come. In terms of a few areas that I think, advertisers and agencies need to look at, there's a few that I would kind of stack rank. So the first thing ultimately, which is table stakes, is fraud prevention and real-time optimization. So leveraging artificial intelligence to play a key role in fraud prevention is going to be really, really crucial. And then optimizing our bid strategies or your bid strategies to reach those audiences, as mentioned, is going to be very, very critical. So that's at the base level of what people should be thinking about. I think the second one I would say is more from an internal operational perspective, and particularly around workflow automation. So as we see advances in large language modules and AI agents, it's really going to revolutionize all the tedious aspects of media workflows, whether that be, creating basic media plans, analyzing data sets quickly for initial observations, or ultimately creating efficiency in processes that will allow marketers to kind of refocus their efforts in more high value areas. As I mentioned, hyper-personalized targeting, I think, is going to continue to be important, whether it be predictive analytics around the audiences customers should focus on, or enhanced sort of targeting and placements. I think what's really exciting, but I think still there's a lot of work at the more expressive level, is how AI complements creative and creative optimization. So at StackAdapt, we've built a lot of capabilities around how we optimize ad creative in real time towards specific objectives. And I think that's going to be an area that we're going to continue to double down on as we go forward. Ultimately, most marketers or agencies should really be kind of thinking about what is the AI innovation, what is the AI differentiation in this competitive landscape, because ultimately that's going to unlock new opportunities of both growth and efficiency. I think it's really important to not be so focused on just efficiency, which is where the conversation is ultimately today, and is how it can deliver performance and growth and innovation. And I think ultimately platforms like ourselves and our competitive set, whoever does that the best will ultimately win over the long term.
I like that. Okay. So like we mentioned earlier, with so many marketing channels available, how does integrating AI or tech help in navigating the complexity of cross-channel campaign management?
One of the things that I've observed since I started my career in marketing is the consistent theme of complexity increasing over time. And for me, we're at a point where we've never seen such a proliferation of channels in the digital marketing ecosystem. And I have a lot of empathy actually for brands and agency leaders with the volume of channels and platforms that they're required to navigate. However, what I think is great, and I think platforms like ourselves in actually building a much more consolidated view. So we have a unified platform that allows you to see multiple different channels in the same place versus technologies that create silos. And so for us, our big focus is to create uniformity and a single view that not only simplifies processes, but allows us a much richer insight and recommendation approach on cross-channel strategies and outcomes. And I think this is going to be a theme. And if I look at the Asia Pacific region, the resource availability of a team in Indonesia or Thailand is very different to the US. And so really building capability in mind for how our partners and agencies use technologies like ours is going to be really, really crucial. The reality is, if you look at the marketing ecosystem, channel proliferation is not going to slow down. It's probably going to increase. And so being able to manage that with a finite amount of resource is something that we really double down on, and a lot of value that we bring our partners.
I want to ask about StackAdapt's approach to consolidating performance data across platforms to deliver actionable insights for brands.
Actionable insights comes with having data availability, like at a very basic level. And so what we are continuing to focus on is how can we aggregate data in a way that is usable and that is ultimately actionable. And so for us, this user-friendly dashboard that we've built, we feel very strongly from an industry perspective that we have a real best-in-class dashboard capability. This allows brands to easily compare performance across channels and make those decisions. I've worked brand side. It's very easy to say, hey, client X, you should make this decision. But when you are spending your own money as a brand and looking for material outcomes, having good line of sight of performance is so crucial. So that's a big focus of what we think. And for us, our ultimate goal is to make data analysis incredibly straightforward. Today, data analysis and insights is obviously a topic that we speak about a lot, but ultimately what tends to come is this is what happened in a campaign versus the depth of insight that can be truly established when you take capabilities such as this to market. And so as we continue to see the digital advertising growth across the APAC region, you see cross-channel become increasingly important. You see smart tools come to the fore. Being able to navigate and understand these as a brand leader or an agency leader will provide competitive advantage. And actually, if I think about this capability that we've built and will continue to launch over the course of 2025, this is where it is the arms race right now. It's who can build the most high quality artificial intelligence into their technology that basically creates value. And that's something we're laser focused on at StackAdapt.
Right. And that's wonderful to hear, because every time I speak to brands, to our industry leaders who are our speakers at our events, they're always thinking about these strategies on how they will choose the right partner. And it's all about which AI will work for them and which tech will work for them. So thank you so much, Liam. Well, that brings us to the end of the conversation, but I have learned so much about advertising trends And thank you so much for your insights and sharing your expertise. We are excited to see how StackAdapt will evolve alongside the industry and continue to shape the future of advertising. Because like you said, it's whoever will come out on top with the best tech and best AI, right?
Thank you guys for having me.
As we approach 2025, it's clear that AI, attribution, and cross-channel insights will redefine programmatic advertising. For those navigating these trends, now is the time to explore how AI and cross-channel insights can elevate your campaigns. And to everyone watching and listening in, we have more episodes coming in the What's Next in Marketing interview series. So please do stay tuned. I'm Catherine, and let's keep learning every day.